Okay. So to compound Persistence's troubles, Aerith drops dead.
Ah, nice. I'm gonna go back to bed, y'all.
But she gets apothecary, so she's okay.
Good, because I can no longer heal.
Yep. Okay, so last we left off, um, Persistence, as I said, was in a bit of a pickle because his home was being invaded and his powers had stopped working. Um, so uh, you did get a letter from tech support saying they were working on the problem, um, but you were left in a pretty desperate situation just a couple weeks before you're supposed to have a big battle where you will need all of your strength. So, uh, what are you doing in these days while you're leading up to the battle?
Uh, so I think at this point, anyways, Jacques was taking more, uh,
Hmm.
taking over more of the training for the kid. So I would definitely not bother with the squire duties at this point.
Hmm.
I would try. Persistence would try to lose himself in bureaucratic tasks. Would just try and do things when it's like, well, at least I can still do this. And he would definitely
Hmm.
let the inner circle and commanders know what was up with him, but he wouldn't make that general public knowledge. At this
Right.
point, he would definitely try to keep up appearance. It still have a 20 in charisma. I would definitely
Right.
keep up appearances and just try and make sure it's like, well, I'm useless. I can't contribute, but these people haven't invaded my homeland, and I am going to make sure that all these other people here, even if like he's still pretty confident about the fight overall because he doesn't really factor himself in as like on the scale of two armies fighting, this one guy is very important. It's like, no, I contribute, but I'm not like a linchpin of our strategy or anything. Like it's not
Hmm.
devastating. We don't have a bunch of depowered Savona knights we were counting on or anything like that. Uh, so he would just continue his administrative stuff. The two things he'd be worried about would be the plans for finishing the Flame Skulls, because that
Hmm.
was supposed to be the final touch was infusing them with hellish souls, so he might try to find an
Hmm.
alternative way to do that.
Let's
And
see.
then, yeah.
So the Flame Skulls, you actually finished, I believe, on the 36th, and you lost your powers on the 41st.
Oh, okay, so that's good. So, so then I think the final week I was doing was just learning my final maneuver, which would make a lot more sense if I feel like I'm not being useful. Uh,
Hmm.
is learning just a basic maneuver so I can at least be more helpful. And then probably having what conversations he can with tech support, but knowing that he's not the only one in this
Hmm.
situation, so not being like overbearing about it, but just like,
Hmm.
hey, I have a big battle coming up. I need to be at peak performance. Are there any ways that I can like temporarily supplement this power and like asking for
Hmm.
like demonic rituals and stuff? And like, yeah,
Everywhere.
we
No.
have X amount of Alvarez prisoners in the dungeon, so I have that many souls available. If there's a way for me to consume or sacrifice them, please forward instructions.
Hmm. Okay. Um, so you don't get back a useful response to that. The bureaucracy basically just sends you your call is very important to us. You're currently, you know, 300 millionth in line.
I don't think there's
Please
that
hold.
many. I don't think Savona has that many people, but
Well, remember, this is all of Hell that's affected,
oh,
and
fair.
anybody
Yeah,
that depends on Hell
never mind. Yeah,
across the whole multiverse.
Savona
So,
doesn't have a dedicated line. That's terrible. We need to work on that.
well, it's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not high enough to use the dedicated line. You have to use the
Okay.
general help desk. Um, so you've been depowered for about a little over a week at this point. So we're going up to day 49. Uh, you're sources tell you that the Cathedral of Light is going to begin its march towards uh, Kaimei tomorrow and should be arriving about 5 days later. Um, because they're a whole army, so they move slower than people on horseback and or even just walking. Um, so you've still got about 6 days before you're actually going to come under attack, but it's coming down to the wire. And you go to bed for the night, um, tossing and turning, and you have another dream. Uh, once again through the eyes of your brother. Um, and as dedication, you witness the trials of the champions of those who wish to be the new ruler of hell. Various gods coming forth, even some surprising ones, vying for power, uh, and they are all their champions are playing a game called Hellball. The rules of which are beyond the scope of this video. Um, but everybody keeps tying. There hasn't been a winner uh, until one last group of adventurers comes through. This is the last game before everything is going to fall into chaos. So somebody has to win this game, and uh, the game plays out, and one man is victorious, and he stands um, uh, before all of hell as the champion of one Zariel. And with his victory, Zariel takes up the rod herself, and you see uh, it chains itself to her as she is both the ruler of hell and ruled by hell. It is a bilateral bonding. Let's see, and we'll go ahead and give you the vision of the scene here. This is a peek into a different campaign. Um, as I'm trying to think of how much of this is interesting to you guys. But you see, Zariel rewards her champion who was unlooked for. She was supposed to be the neutral arbiter, but this adventurer decided to champion her of his own accord. Um, and uh, she would grant him a boon, a wish, but he refuses and instead asks uh, for Bell, who, in the moment just after Zariel's ascension, appeared and requested, now that she was no longer ruler of Avernus, to have his old position back. Um, but this person apparently has some sort of vendetta against Bell because he asks to have them consigned to the deepest parts of the abyss in order to, uh, quote, uh, make his way to the bottom, and should he fail, try again and again until he's no longer able to. Um, which Zariel orders him to do, and as the new Lord of Hell, he has to obey. Um, and with that, the adventurers and the other various gods depart. Zariel is now the new ruler of Hell, and she looks down at you as dedication, says, "Well, time to get to work. You proved that you can be trusted, bringing the ruby rod to me. I sense there's still some work to be done. Uh, let us be off." Um,
At your command, my lady, body and soul. He just kind of winks, raises, waggles his eyebrows at her.
hmm. We shall see. We have all of eternity to see where this goes.
Indeed.
And you wake up to the familiar sound of "You've got mail," um, as you receive a new letter. Here we go. Here we go. Edit in all players' journals. Save. Show to players.
Well, that's a relief. Yeah, so persistence would just like, let's see, 3 to 5 local days. It is 5 days until the army is here.
That's correct. Or well, yeah, it's 5 days now. It was 6 days when you went to bed. It's 5 days, you know, at
Okay, I
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
going to request expedited service and expect that to go absolutely nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, it's just I would share the news with everybody else. I would have periodically been asking for like what are the orders as regards to like Savona was attacked. We were previously neutral. Now we are a full part of this war. Now that the outage is over, it's like okay, our forces will be coming back up to power. What are things here? Like I know that I'm one of the few people who was before the invasion actively involved in fighting against Alvarez. I'm reaching out to my generals like do we have
Mm-hmm.
new information? Do we have new strategy? Do we have new like does this
Mm-hmm.
affect any open contracts? Are we going to be getting more support because previously this was just like yeah you go and fulfill this contract thing, but now
Mm-hmm.
that might be a higher priority. I'm basically now that I am no longer now that I think that there's actually going to be a solution to this and not just my brother fucking everything up, uh, what can I get from this out of my uh,
Mm-hmm.
politicking of office and
Mm-hmm.
stuff? Because we're still we're devils. It's to be
Right.
expected.
Um, yeah, so uh, your generals reply back to you that you're going to remain on assignment because it is relevant to the ongoing war effort. Excuse me. It's relevant to the ongoing war effort. Um, and they might be able to get some more support to you once they have the current situation contained. Uh, they still have to repower up, like technicians are working on their forces too to get them back up to speed. And uh, how classified is the status of the gate,
Which gate there? Whose gate?
the gate to the abyss?
The gate to the. Oh, I'm not sure if persistence would necessarily know about it.
Well,
Like,
isn't it like the fact that it exists, everybody knows
oh,
about,
everybody
right?
knows. Yeah, but like that it was slightly depowered, and that's why people
Yeah.
that like I'm unless they told persistence, I'm not sure if
No.
yeah.
Okay. But that's what I'm asking you as kind of like the person who's
No,
responsible
I
for
don't.
Savona.
Yeah, I don't need to. Persistence wouldn't need to know that. It's all a
Yeah.
matter of like
Yeah.
what priority are you being put on? We have other things.
Hmm.
Persistence trusts them to delegate as necessary. Uh, so persistence would just like give them a full report. We expect a battle in 5 days. After that, we're going to be marching on Bateau. Uh, the thing that we could use the most is once we take Bateau and we take a sizable city, the slaves that we currently have that we're using as retainers and staff, they're going to be allowed to return to their homes once we have a port that can sail them out. And Persistence does not trust, even before Alvarez attacks Savona, Persistence does not trust the loyalty and integrity of any of the native Savonan people to any of this stuff. So he is going to request specifically uh, highly trained household staff, bodyguards, counter espionage, like that whole like a unit of basically demonic maids and butlers that will
Hmm.
make sure that the that Jacques specifically, but the rest of the commanders of this unit are kept fully supported, kept safe, and that we won't have to worry about assassination attempts and traitors and stuff like that. Like, that is the
Mhm.
number one thing he feels is going to be the
Yeah.
most useful.
Okay. Yeah, so their reply to that is basically, we definitely won't be able to get any forces to you before you take Bateau,
Hmm.
just because of the timeline.
Yeah.
That's probably about when they'll become available. They don't know if they'll be able to spare any native Savonan forces. So they've assigned the Gold Pack Trading Company to find reliable mercenaries and transport them to you. So,
Okay.
um, like their native forces are all fully focused on defending the homeland,
Yeah.
because that is their primary number one, absolutely takes priority over everything else thing to do. But the Gold Pack Trading Company resources, um, like those are available worldwide, and they're really only useful for like making deals with other people. So that would be something they could use to send help your way without taking anything away from the defense of the homeland.
As long as they are on a gold pact contract and can be trusted for that, Persistence would consider them like just a step below a holy order of like, yeah, we can trust this. They're literally
Right.
under contract. Their soul
Hmm.
will be forfeit if they fuck us over,
Hmm.
as opposed to you know Jock just trusting the people he works with because he's known them for a while. It's like that means nothing.
Hmm.
They're not under a legal written agreement that they will forfeit their eternal essence if they break that. Like, loyalty is one thing, but, having it in blood and paper is a whole other.
Hmm.
So yeah, that'll be good. I'll keep that to myself until I have further details
Hmm.
for everybody else. But yeah,
Okay.
and I will just continue doing administrative stuff and wait for the battle. Make sure that the ghouls are properly watered so that there's grass growing over them, so they're harder to spot.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so the next day, today, day 50, is the end of intrigue. The Cathedral of Light is marching on Chimie. Your scouts report that they have left the temple or the cathedral and are headed your way. So you guys are putting the last finishing touches over these next couple of days on your defenses. Um, so let's see. I guess we'll go over the units and stuff when we get to the actual setup. So on day 53, just a couple of days before you're supposed to be attacked, it was Jacques was the one who wrote the letter to Kasani, right?
Which letter?
About the bees.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay. So
What
Jacques, you get a sending. It says, "This is
about what about
Professor
bees?
This is Professor Adraban of Kasani.
From the
Arrived in
Necrobees.
Honeyward. Initial survey promising. We'll update with full report in 1 week."
The people.
The bees, yeah.
The bee, the
Well,
bee holes.
they weren't necessarily bee people. They were just giant bees.
I just called them people because their butts made dead people.
Oh, okay. And
Questionable
also
entomology, but okay.
on this day, you guys get
People.
another issue of the Frosthold Friday Folio, which I know you guys are always excited to.
Ella's doing fine.
Hell is perfectly a-okay, everybody. There is nothing to see here. There is no war in Bossing City.
Okay, where the fuck are these? Show world map. Gotta pull out my worlder. Bremerhaven.
I with all the cults.
Yeah, Bremerhaven. Okay, if it's across the Gulf, they could do almost nothing. And Alstad is on the other side of Urg. Okay, so Alstad is something, and Bremerhaven is slightly other something. Bierman announced today the first invocation on. Oh, and the Asarius are currently worried about the snakes.
Yep.
Oh, hmm. Yeah, reading that last one,
Raids up.
yeah, persistence would definitely pull Aerith aside after letting her read the paper, and it's like, so, Urbrana has just pulled a political move against the Gold Pack Trading Company, which is in many ways a Savonan entity. What is your opinion on that nation? I know it's a complicated history.
Hmm. I am trying to remember how Anton felt about it, because that is how Aerith would feel about it. She sort of just shrugs nonchalant. She's like, "Hey, well, um, yes, but I'm afraid I'm not well educated on it, as well as I should be. I was at sea for a long time. But how does Anton feel about it? How do we know? How does Eternity feel about it? How does Keelandi feel about it? I think it's Keelandi's in this chat.
How does he feel about Urbana, or how would he feel about this action in itself?
Oh, we're talking about her. I thought we were talking about the Gold Pack Trading Company. I'm
How
so
does
sorry.
he feel
I
about the
am
Gold Pack?
alive.
It's how Urbana stole or is seizing the assets of the Gold Pact.
And kicking them out of the country. And it's like these are the people that we are trying to set up. That Alvarez is going to think that they're behind all this stuff. So we're already trying to screw them over, but now they've actually done something that annoys Persistence. So Persistence was going from like, oh, Aerith has some history of her Brana. If she doesn't want to be forthcoming about it, that's fine. It's not really relevant to this. But now that they are, for him, neutrality in this, especially after Savona has been attacked, is picking a side, and it's picking not to do the right thing. So Urbrana has gone from just a neutral party he's willing to manipulate to these people are on my shit list sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
Keelandi's opinion on this would be baseline nothing. The only reason Keelandi has any feelings about Urbana at all, Aerith would know why.
Yeah.
Beyond that, Keelandi wouldn't notice. Having worked alongside Eternity as long as I have, I think that would definitely annoy them.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Because Gold Pact was very closely allied and interacted and embedded into all of what Eternity was there at the beginning, and anything that attacks Gold Pact attacks trade lines that then affect Eternity.
I mean, they still are. Silas, I think would respect Anton. It would start as like, this cheeky little upstart is like, oh, here's actually a very strong business partner in this new region. Like, the gold.
Anton and Silas work together quite a bit.
Yeah, like there would definitely be a rivalry, but not like an animosity. Just like, yeah, I'm going to take all of your money at poker. What are you going to do about it?
Exactly.
Like a professional respect.
Yes, very much so. Especially since there's not even like we're enemies from a different countries that are at war or anything. It's like, no, we're even on the same fucking side in all these different conflicts. Like it's just pure.
Every conflict they've had, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's good good, slightly antagonistic bedfellows. So
Um, she would actually look far more annoyed than now that okay, I need to be awake is what's happening.
if you need
Um,
to go to sleep, I'm sorry I asked you this question at 5 a.m. It was just very pressing. The
mm,
newspaper comes at odd times.
I
Well, you
thought
know,
it
there's a
does.
big time difference.
Yeah.
We're back.
Hmm.
Want me to ask you again after you've had your coffee? There you go. As a servant, bring in a big cup of coffee.
And she takes it and she's like, I would like to see Urbana burn. So, there's only one thing about that place that doesn't suck. So, um, it's a little fitting that they would, right before we made them an enemy, they would sort of out themselves as their own enemy, you know?
Oh, I imagine that they're trying to save their hide from this conflict, but unfortunately, it is not the sort of thing where we are going to allow anyone to remain both neutral and prosperous anymore. I imagine this is like Savona's official stance of like, hey, a line has been crossed. If you are still neutral, fuck off. Sort of thing. They're very, very high and self-aggrandizing about their perceived purpose in the world. So they would not take a statement of neutrality sitting down, and they especially would not take a seizing the assets of the Gold Pack Trading Company as anything near acceptable. Uh,
Hi, I'm back.
so yeah, he'd probably say it's like, well, think it over. Let me know what is good about Urbrana that you wish to remain intact, and then when you've had time and when you're comfortable and ready, let me know what can be done to bring it to its knees as effectively as possible, because I believe that might be necessary in the coming months. Not eminently, but it's a problem
Uh,
that will need to be dealt with.
Bringing it to its knees, are you talking about the country itself, or are you talking about bringing Archduke Thalen's
I
into more submission?
President just shrugs. Is like, I do not draw a distinction.
I, well,
Whoever
because
the
I can
current leader
solve
is,
both of those things.
by all means, I'm more than willing to follow your lead. I believe that you have a lot more expertise when it comes to this subject.
Well, there's, and she just sort of shrugs and she goes, there is a boy, um, that I knew, um, the girl in question who I've been looking for. It's her son. She told me about him over a hand of cards where she lost the ring, but he's I don't know. But last time I talked to her, he should be about 6. It's Thalen's heir. Um, if we had him, he would lose it. Um, he'd do anything. From what I know of him, he's a narcissist, and he only cares about continuing his line, his power, his and I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure if he actually loves the boy or he loves that he has a boy and that he has an heir. But if we were somehow to collect the boy, much like we did the other children, he would be uh, much more willing to to dance.
Do you have any information that would make such an extraction easier?
I I do. Um, I also know that as soon as one side or the other has the girl in question, that might also make him more willing to uh, to choose a side. He, from what she was telling me, he really, really wants her back.
I can imagine.
I do anything.
Let us table this for now. Once Bateau is firmly under our control and more options become available, we can explore uh, completing both of those things, as long as you don't believe that they're too time sensitive.
Mm. Now, you know me, I tend to be a softie. Uh, but if you're, I'm afraid for most of the, to be fair, the most of the innocence of Urbana and bringing him into things like this. But they're gonna target that boy uh, when the war starts.
Well, we
And
can. I have strings that I can pull to ensure the safety of certain limited number of civilians, if that is what you request. I would do that as a favor, regardless of their strategic input, even if Urbrana declared war upon Savona, which is not what they're doing. But when it comes to just a simple extraction, even if it's involuntary, we have allies who can pull that off. It's definitely something we can broach to Elijah and his people. There are organizations within both Savona and the Gold Pact that if it means making sure they do not lose resources or potentially gaining an unwilling ally in this conflict, and they might be able to spare some, there are options. We can discuss them in the future.
I'll make sure to pinpoint where that loss is.
If you can let me know
Um,
now, we can probably send people after her.
I'm still talking here. He can be a little long-winded sometimes. We got distracted, but I'll I'll get right on that. I know she was last. Whose ship was she on? That requires me making a ship's name on the fly, and I'll get back to you.
Very well.
But and she
The
nods and
long,
she's like
the long cat.
sets the coffee down and just like sort of rolls over.
Takes the coffee off of on top of the bed, because that is not what you do with cups of hot liquid. Uh, sets it aside and goes back to sleep himself. I guess. Yeah, that'll
Okay.
that'll be something for after to worry about after Bateau when things have settled down and more options become available.
Hmm.
I don't dislike the idea of sending like one of Elijah's friends to just kidnap a small child.
I
Seems
mean,
like
they
their
certainly
wheelhouse.
wouldn't. Yeah, it is kind of their wheelhouse. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, but no eating this one.
As you wish. Um. Okay, so the day has arrived of the big battle. Um. So, you guys need to determine who is commanding which units.
Okay.
I'm actually just commanding all of them.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
I'm going on vacation. See you guys later.
Peace out.
So you guys have a couple of new units. You got the demi-humans and the elves as Your levies that you made heavy because of your uh, volunteer blacksmith's action, and then you've got your hellflame skulls.
Ah,
I love
Just a big
them.
cloud of them.
Love these funky little dudes.
Macross magic missile mask. What is that? Is that actually in the book?
No.
Okay. That's. I'm not sure if that's like Colville's. Like he's definitely a
No,
fan of
that's
like fireball. Ah! Like that. That seems like something. But yeah.
So obviously, any ranged artillery are mine because I've got good bonuses for that. I think I'm the only person with bonuses to that.
mhm. Yeah. So
Minx will
you guys.
probably take the Dragonborn. Also, be right back.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
easy for Minx. Persistence will definitely take whatever's left over. Probably, unless probably the flame skulls and then whatever else is just
Mhm.
yeah, just left over.
Okay. So there are.
Because there's a lot of undead, and so Noctum will get his first pick.
So there are 6 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And there are 14 units. So most of you will get the full 3, which is the maximum that you can command.
So that's the army camp size. All right, we did it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Well, I just said that's the army cap size. It's like okay,
It's your proficiency bonus.
alrighty.
Is you can command a number of units equal to your proficiency bonus. And then I'm basically gonna say like you can have if you have retainers or something like that, you can have them command additional units. They just don't get your extra bonuses for being commanded by a PC.
Gotta dredge up the book here.
Yep, same.
Cleric is best with units that are likely to get injured or break. You're an Ilriger, right?
Yep.
You've got the Death Commandos and Infernal Rally.
Yep.
Yeah,
What's
so
the
you
book
only
called again?
get Kingdoms in Warfare.
Yeah, domain size 1 abilities. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you only get one of them.
Oh, really?
You get a number of abilities equal to your domain size, and then you have to be of a certain domain size in order to pick additional ones. So basically, you can pick one of the 2 for this battle. In the next battle, your domain will have grown by 1, so you'll get to pick 2, and then 3, and then 4, etc.
Is
Okay.
that
Well, I'm
one
taking skirmishers then.
per person or one per party?
1 per person, but they only apply to the units that you command.
Right.
Alright, so I'm taking Death Commandos, so I would like to have infantry. Honestly, Cell, if you're willing to give them to me, I would like to have the ghouls too, since they're our most powerful infantry.
I suppose I should put the Gulfi as ghouls.
I'll take skirmishers. Who are my ranged units? Who's here?
Let's see. So you've got the Longbowmen and the Tempest Rovers are both ranged. The Swamp Hunters are also ranged. Um, and I think that's it.
Okay, yeah, I'll take those 3 then.
Okay.
The
And
Rovers, the Longbowmen, and the Swamp Hunters. Okay. I'll be stationed with the Swamp Hunters at the beginning.
Do not walk on my keyboard, Cat. Don't give me that
And
look.
I'll be bringing. Oh, jeez. Forgetting my own people's names.
So, Cell, do you have preferences? Oh, and Cell is dead.
Um, looking at the table of contents. Where am I looking for the classes?
You are a bard. It's on page 112. Because it's not classes, it's the maneuvers. It's martial
It's
advantages.
way down there.
Martial advantages. Got it. All right.
You've got either Song of Battles 1 or Troops of Flame and Great Renown. are just so pretentious, and I love it.
It's the flavor of friggin' MCDM shit is so good. Like they released a preview pack for their orcs, and they're like, yeah, every type of monster has a different, like, they're all united by this one ability. The orcs is that when an orc would die, it gets to make one free attack, and if it knocks something unconscious or kills it, it drops to 1 health instead on every single orc.
Dude, Troops of Flame and Great Noun is such a good ability.
That actually is really good.
Yeah.
That's because that's per unit.
Yeah, and the way that NPC armies work is it's just one commander.
Yep. Oh, what?
Yeah.
So all their units would suffer 1 casualty? Or have to
If
make a
they fail
test
the-
or suffer? Alright. Put the Dragonborn up the front. Just give them all their fame and renown. Just...
The problem, I think, is it's only a DC 12 at this point, right?
It is only
Still,
a DC 12.
you get
but that's
3
still
chances at it.
That is like a bit worse than a coin flip to automatically take 1 health when most players only have like 6 or 8. Like,
all right. I mean, yeah, okay, we can do that.
Yeah,
like, think
if
of
they completely fail, that's 3 casualties.
Cusco. That's worse than a go for it. Let's go for it in the snow.
Yeah. Or hang on, let me look at the adventure, because it might be that, like, technically you only have one. Yeah, okay. So it's technically there's only like one person who's like the overlord, but then each, like, there's a group of 3 units that are each led by a person.
But here's the thing.
Still,
As a
devastating.
reaction to being deployed, a unit this commander controls chooses an opposed commander. Each unit control. Okay, so it's just one of your units picks one commander. Okay. For a second, I was like, every one of your units does that each to one different commander, and I was like, no. that can't be right.
That's a lot less broken than it seemed.
Yeah.
So you get 3 swings.
Yeah. Each unit controlled by the commander must succeed on a morale test. Yeah. So how many commanders does the Crusade have?
Well, I have a quick question with that. Reading this as it is, as a reaction to being deployed, a unit. I mean, if I'm deploying them one at a time, does that mean each time I deploy a unit, they get the chance to do that?
Yep.
That's how I read it.
So then, if I have 2 units, that I can do 2 commanders and get 6 attempts.
Yes.
The problem is it'll only apply to units that have already been deployed. So how low you want to get? Well, you actually, because initiative in this case works in reverse order. You want to get as high initiative as possible, and the better your initiative is, the more things you can affect. Because if you deploy a unit and they only have 1 other unit deployed, it only happens to one of them.
Well, so the unit is controlled by the commander whether or not they're on the field.
Oh.
I don't think that matters.
I'm trying to make this balanced, okay?
I'm not.
I mean, I think it's yeah, if you've got three units, you can target 3
commanders.
Yeah, I think that works out.
You're a young man of great renown.
remembering that your what was it? Remembering that a lot of undead units automatically pass morale tests, so this is going to be less useful against this particular enemy.
Well, but not all of them are going to be like, I could, whichever their human commanders there is, I could just keep targeting him and have his guys continuously face off against it.
Yeah.
Every one of these abilities, you disorganize them.
Humans have the adaptable trait, which is they have advantage on morale and command tests. So, a human undead.
Just saying.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, if they for some reason put out a group of like elvish slaves or something.
See, so it's already balanced. We're up against undead and humans. We've already balanced it.
Okay. The other one is still good, which is just an opposed unit has disadvantage on attack tests against any unit this commander controls if that defending unit has fewer casualties than the attacker. That's not as good on the second read, but still. Like,
it can be, but it relies on you getting ahead and then you stay ahead.
Yeah, it feels like a win more thing.
But considering how the Dragonborn played in the last thing, where they were like the front line that were just holding everything down, you know. And you're also not limited on like which units you want to have. I'm still waiting for Cell to be back.
I've been here.
Okay, which units do you want from the undead? Because I would like the ghouls because I have a thing that specifically helps cavalry. But if you want, or specifically helps infantry, uh,
You can take the ghouls,
mhm.
but I think I'm gonna have to take the Hellflame skulls.
Yeah, no, I was gonna give you the Hellflame skulls and the Headless Hunt, and then I would like the
Because I think
ghouls.
I am going to take the Scroll of Illusionary Soldiers. And this scroll creates an illusionary duplicate of the unit this commander controls. The unit has the same stats traits as the original unit, except half the original casualties, and it can't gain more casualties than the number, and it's always diminished.
That's
So
hilarious,
scary.
though.
Now, how does that work with a 1d4? Does it have to be on something bigger than a 1d4?
No,
No, I mean
it
it would just
just
start
starts
with
as a
2, I
2.
think.
Yeah.
2 is a number you're gonna have.
2 casualties.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
casualties. I don't see why not.
No, the conflict here is it says it is always diminished, and undead cannot be diminished. So I don't know how that works. So
I think diminished only matters for triggering certain abilities that aren't relevant to flying units.
Excellent.
all right.
Yeah.
So
So I
Well,
think
I
that's a
guess
wash.
I'm taking the Headless Hunt. I'll take the Flame Skulls, and I guess I'll take the Vengeful Dead.
okay. So I would like the Gulthias ghouls, uh, and then probably like the Wraith warriors. The Wraith tribal warriors, I think would be a good one. And then I'm not sure what Jacques gets for his paladin stuff if he also needs infantry.
Uh,
No.
I, yeah, don't worry, I don't either.
Let me
Um,
look. You either
it
have
looks like I'm good for infantry or cavalry. I'm looking at this right. Paladin martial advantages. Is
yep.
that
Yeah.
what I'm looking at? Yeah, it looks like a lot of this is um good stuff for things that are broken because I can bring them back with Templar's Rally and then cavalry and infantry. Um, what domain size are we?
1.
One.
So you get
So
to choose one of the 1 skills.
one of the righteous or Templar's Rally. So yeah, I could go with anything really. Um, um,
I think that Aerith should definitely take the field hospitaliers, that just makes sense
I think I'll
because she can give them the wand of healing,
I
which
was
lets
just looking at that.
yeah, like that. That's
um,
perfect. So definitely them. And then, do you want both of the pirates?
So the problem is the pirates. One of the pirates are both pirates.
Oh, is this
Are
who do we have the Tempest Rovers? Don't we have another group of pirates, or is that not yet?
Yes, you do also have another group of pirates. You also have the Black Bandanas, who are under their own thing, but I will move them to your camp just for so you can look at them. So I guess you technically have one more than whatever I said before. One,
Okay.
2, 3,
I
4,
will
5, 6,
definitely
7,
take the
8,
Black Bandana Raiders, because
13,
I
14.
excel
You have
with
14.
infantry as well.
I think they're artillery.
No, the Tempest
No.
Rovers are artillery. The Black Bandanas are infantry.
Got it.
You will, yeah. You don't. If you take the wand of healing, then you don't have the other stuff that gives you
That's true.
better at infantry things. But definitely the field hospitals and the Tempest Rovers. Well, wait a second. Let's see. So Nash, you've got what are you taking? The rebel longbowmen and the swamp hunters.
And
And what was? I don't know who else.
let me scroll back up.
Oh, and the Elven Artisans. I think they're also artillery.
Yeah.
Swamp Hunters, Tempest Rovers, Rebel Longmen were the archers I was taking, to
Okay.
my knowledge.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
If the Elven
Well-
Artisans also need to be taken, I'll give the Rovers to someone else.
I think the Rovers, because the Rovers are another pirate thing. So give that
Yeah.
to Aerith. All right. So
Then I'll take the Elven Artisans.
The two Dragonborn going to Cusco. Vengeful Dead is going to Cell. Wraith is going to me. Swamp Hunters, Gulthias, Headless Hunt also going to Cell. So Rack is left with the demi-human field laborers. Am I missing anybody else from this?
Wait, so okay. Alright.
He should probably be given
He should
one
probably
another unit.
Yeah, but I think that Cell Rack, what do you excel with cavalry? Do you want the Headless Hunt?
Don't- I have righteous. I'm taking Templar's Rally. It doesn't like my other stuff were not big enough for me to have anything that like puts me towards being good for cavalry or infantry.
Okay.
So I'm just good at morale.
Okay. So you having undead people doesn't make much sense. Okay, I think we can only. All right.
No.
So if we're just right,
So I just have the field
How many
laborers.
units do we have?
I
1,
believe you have
2,
14.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, so only 2 of you are going to have 3 units if you split things evenly.
okay. I don't think that Cell needs 3 then, because his benefit only applies to 1. My benefit applies to all of my infantry because it's just Def Commandos. So I would like to have 3. So if I could have the Wraith Tribe Warriors, the Ghouls, and then the Vengeful Dead, Cell, is that okay?
I suppose.
All right.
I might need that third socket because I think my duplicates will count as like 2. So I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, that also makes sense. So you'll have 3 just by writ of you'll be duplicating one of them. Okay. And then Field Hospitaliers and all right, so Field Hospitaliers, but then I think that Kuzco should probably also have 3 because he has
Something that applies to everyone
yeah.
that I have.
So
You could
Aerith,
take the Black Bandana Raiders or the
Alright.
Tempest Rovers. I don't really. I think
I-
they care.
I think the Bandana Raiders would make the most sense because he's used to working with Marines, and Marines and pirates are really only one flag separated.
okay, so you're there. So you've got your 3. All right, so then Nash, you've got the Longbowmen, the Swamp Hunters. You've got the Longbowmen and the Swamp Hunters. Honestly, the way that we're set up, no offense, in other battles, skirmishers is going to be really useful. In this battle, you're just going to be like strafing, like because we're pretty set up to be defending the artillery in the back.
Oh yeah. My entire plan is to have my entire formation move left of space and right of space, and that's it.
Okay, cool.
Literally, that's my plan, is just to get the bonus, but it's a pretty hefty bonus if I can get it
It
every
is a
shot.
pretty hefty bonus. Okay, so you've got the 2 there. So you've got the Elven Artisans, the Rebel Longbowmen, and the Swamp Hunters.
And the
So you've
Swamp
got
Hunters.
3.
Yes.
Okay. Cell has the Headless Ninja. So then that leaves the demi-human field laborers with Rack. I don't think we have any other additional units. That seems weird.
If I get one, it's fine.
Yeah, that seems weird that
If I just get one, it's fine.
you're controlling everybody, Rack, because you're in charge. So this is your honor guard.
I mean, you could absolutely take the Tempest Rovers. I'll just vibe.
I also honestly
you're saying that, but this is the first time I'm doing something like this, so it's just great.
yeah, but also Vagabond is half dead. So
I am.
I didn't
true.
want to take it away
half
from
dead.
her.
But if she wants to give it up, that she can.
Yeah.
Listen, me and my little healing, I'm cool with that.
Okay, so then Tempest Rovers and demi-human field laborers. Okay. All right, awesome. I've got
If
my
you get them
guys.
killed, I will never forgive you.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Oh boy. Well, you can heal them if that happens.
Thanks. You can have them.
All right. I've got my 3 pulled aside.
Eris, like, favorite boys are gonna die every battle.
Okay, now let's fight.
Oh,
Don't say that. That's
why do you say that
that's
about
why-
persistence?
That is
Let's
why
fight.
I don't want them. Actually, fun fact, real talk. I don't. I'm not
Who was in
convinced that I'm
command of the
cursed.
orcs that you
I
fucking bled
was.
your heart for?
I was.
Oh,
Me. That's why I
I
want
thought
no
someone else is
one.
in charge of the
No,
orcs.
no, it was her.
No, it was me.
Well, you tried your best.
But it
And
was
I
me.
knew I made a tactical error because I was like, I shouldn't have moved up. And then y'all were like, move them up. And then they fucking died. And I was like,
It doesn't sound like you made the tactical error.
Okay.
Like always, it's Love's fault.
Yeah, probably. All right. So there, we've got all of our assignments there. I believe.
All right. Okay. So then before we roll initiative, real quick, you get on the eve of battle, an imp teleports in, and is like, "Are you persistent, Silbird?"
Indeed.
heal only blessed persistence. What the fuck is this?
I am Degmog, bringer of mild inconveniences. I'm here to assess your contract.
I immediately take my shirt
Reaffirm
off,
it.
turn around, yeah, and just squat down so he can reach it.
Ah, yes, I see what the problem is here. Do you swear with your soul, mind, body, and soul to serve hell as long as you exist?
I do.
All right, by the power vested in me by Lord Zariel of the Nine Hells, I hereby pronounce you Illrigger. And he puts a little X and a little blank spot, and your tattoo flares back to life.
Oh, we just gotta reboot the system.
You just needed a quick reboot.
Yep.
It's
I
a fucking that is.
Hey.
He lives to his name. That is a fucking mild inconvenience.
So, all right, now, sir, if I could just have you try and telekinetically move that cup over there, just to make sure that everything's up already.
I lift
The
it up.
IT specialist.
Yep. Okay, now I'm gonna need you to place a seal on me.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I got it. Now, if you could expend the seal.
I punch him in the face.
This is the Master Chief fucking boot up fucking tutorial.
I do think you missed a prime opportunity to say IMP specialist, but okay.
He says, "Ouch! Thank you for banishing me back to hell."
Yes. And then as soon as the sending comes in, I give him 5 stars. Very good prompt service.
Your feedback is very important to us.
You don't give him 5 stars, he's gonna get fucking existed.
He's gonna get sent down to a demure.
Okay, so I think that means it's time to roll initiative.
Fight, 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 fight.
Okay. So
Um,
how does this work?
You roll your own initiative.
Well,
okay.
Don't we have an initiative order though?
Oh yeah, we probably need to.
Do we need our tokens out?
we
Uh,
need tokens, yes.
yeah.
And the
Let's
map.
do. Can just like put your tokens like down here. Just so
I
we
think I'm
have-
on the wrong map still.
I can see the Antarctic
So
Circle.
big.
Oh yes, you are, because you are on a different. You are off on by yourself.
Okay, I don't know how I managed that.
Well, it's because when you use the uh when you use the macros
When
to
you
go
use
to
the
a different
world map.
page.
Hmm.
Takes you off of where the players are.
Hey, that's great. You want to have a really high
There
initiative for
are.
this.
Yep.
I want a very low initiative. So I could just heal people.
And you have that low initiative.
No.
I do.
Well, yeah.
That cleric fun. That
Who's this?
+1
Who's this
initiative.
Doctor Fate looking winged?
I wanted a high initiative. I did not get it.
Okay, 1, 2.
So you want to
The
give
only
me
time I've gotten an initiative higher
the
than
6, or should I just roll it again?
Oh, I can give it to you here. At turn 6. Okay.
The world gave me a low initiative, so I might as well accept it.
Okay, so that means that Aerith is first up. So where do you want to deploy your hospitalers?
Oh man,
She's first.
In the back.
So wait, high
in the back.
high initiative is bad.
In the rear with the
for
gear.
deployments.
For deploy.
Yeah. Because
Well,
whoever
Okay.
deploys their units first, everybody else can deploy around them, so it's the worst position.
Okay.
It's fine.
When battle happens, it's initiatives then goes back to first, but yeah, deployments is opposite. I would just put them in the rear or the center, Aerith.
That's what I was thinking. I'm waiting for them to appear.
Oh, you might need to drag them out yourselves.
Okay. Where'd they go?
Oh no,
I'm
there's two.
here.
There's two angels.
Middle of the city? There's vibing.
What's going on? All right.
Okay, so there they are in the middle of the city, just vibing. So that puts us at Teneless next.
Well, they're going to deploy in the cavalry and air units section. So let me put them there.
Yep,
Very
there you go.
complicated. All right, I can't even pull them out, so you're gonna have to do that.
Oh, sorry. Let's see.
I guess you'll have to put 2 flame skulls, and we'll have to mark which one's the clone.
Oh, here we go. You should be able to do it with the flame skulls, and then is it?
Well, let's change the color on here. Let's see here. Wait, no, let's see here. I gotta remember how to do this.
Nope.
Battle,
So you should also have.
battle.
Here it is. Tint. No, wait, that's Dora.
You could just, if you click on it, you could just give it the little color icon.
All right, I think since I'm not the DM, I can't do what I normally can do, so that's fine.
There you go.
That works.
Not,
Yeah.
That's not as fun.
Not as fun. It's not about being fun. It's about being recognizable.
It would be more recognizable if it was a shade of blue. Let's see here. Yeah, I can put those out there.
Okay.
All right, my deployment's done. It's easy. Let's see here. Actually, I like purple as an illusion. Since purple is technically not a color that exists. It's a good illusion color.
Puts us at persistence. Oh, I suppose I should roll for the mayor, shouldn't I? Also.
Probably. So the ghouls that we buried, are they just there?
They're just there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So in the
I'm
reserve,
letting you just
not
put
in the
them
center.
there.
Okay.
Oh, do you want them in the center?
I think I wasn't sure if you were gonna have us roll to see how well we predicted where they go.
I'd say that you can channel them pretty well.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want them to be able to pop up and just maul the archers is the basic thing, and be protected from the cavalry when they do so. So center. Actually, no. If that's the case, then reserve is probably better because it makes. It would also fuck if they're in the reserve. It would also mess with their vanguard line. But the center has weird rules when it comes to combat because it's like there's an infinite amount of reserves. So.
Oh yeah, because you yeah.
So we can probably handle them last if do you want or.
Oh, you want to just put them like wherever there's an empty space, basically?
I think that makes the most sense. Just
Okay.
for the ease of like as long as you know that we put them in a place that's gonna fuck with them, then the empty space at the end makes sense. So.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So in that case, I will. Let's see. Let's put the. I think Kuzco, because you're the other infantry person with me. Where the undead are more expendable. Does that mean they should go in the center or on the flanks?
That depends so much
I know.
on how we consider things.
Do you want to wait to deploy them until we?
In the past, our flanks died faster.
It
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd put them on the flanks.
All right.
That's how the last battle went,
Yep.
because
Nope.
they ended up circling in and getting deeper and then getting focused.
Yep. Okay.
Whereas our center just has to hold.
Center must hold.
All right. That's we're not deploying all of them, are we? Or are we deploying all of them?
You deploy all of yours, yeah.
Oh, all of ours? Okay. Well,
Yeah. Okay. And then that leaves us at Elijah.
It does indeed.
I just realized that since they only have one commander, if Mink's got a 17 on initiative, his thing would have done nothing.
No, because remember, they're still commanded by. They're still
Oh, even if they're not
controlled by
deployed.
the
I
commander,
keep on
even if they're not
forgetting
deployed.
that. I keep on.
It's not like
Yeah.
yeah.
This way, I get to see what all the units are, and then pick who I want to try and fail these tests.
Oh wait, we only.
I mean, I only rolled initiative for one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's ominous. I rolled initiative for one
waves.
because this is where the count shows up.
Let's see. Are you all deployed?
Another one. Another one.
Okay. So next it is Mayor Blanchard. So he's got the Villa Planche. And we'll go ahead and show the health. Show the health. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't show up off the edge there. That's unfortunate.
Nope.
And we'll go ahead and mark them as friendly to you, just so you can.
So don't target those people with your ability, Cusco.
Yeah.
Must target Villaplan. No.
Must target the bourgeois.
Now I don't know how much it matters, but the scroll of illusionary
the
soldiers
proletariat?
is a reaction at the end of deployment. So I don't know what that means, but I guess if they can't be targeted, I don't know. For
I think it means that technically they are they're not
they
here
don't
yet.
exist yet. I don't know.
They'll
Yeah.
exist later.
All right. So next is Jacques.
Cool. So I just have the demi-humans, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I think you also have the Tempest Rovers, which are the other
The
artillery.
Tempest Rovers and okay. Wait, they're
So-
artillery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tempest Rovers are. And
They're musketeers. Yeah.
we might want them in reserve just to keep that line open and not collapsed.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, remember, if a line has terrain in it, that prevents it from collapsing.
Oh,
So yeah, just put them in the center then.
Like right there?
No, that's the reserve. Put them in the
like
row
a
back.
line that
You
says the
said the
center. Yeah.
center. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Terminology.
Yeah. Now remember how exposure works.
I don't know how exposure
If
works.
I think the field hospitals being in the center instead of the rear is
Do I need to move them?
I'm not sure if we can anymore.
I would allow you to move it. Yeah.
Put them in the there we go. And then
Well, wait. Did they have to be next to whoever they're healing?
nope.
Nope.
Not for the wand.
Okay.
And I don't think they have any. Let's see.
And then
Units next adjacent to this one have advantage on morale tests caused by being diminished. So they could actually put them in the reserve to help out but I'm not sure if you want to expose them that much. So
Yep.
That is the risk reward.
Not my soft boys. They have no
The-
attack power. They're
Be
just
like the
here.
field laborers.
Okay. So now it is time for the cathedral's army to deploy.
Oh no, we saw the field
Wait.
laborers.
So
oh,
the field
somewhere in the front,
laborers.
anywhere in the front, in the
To one of the
vanguard.
sides.
So in the vanguard.
Yeah.
In the vanguard to left or right flank.
Well, you have
So,
3
like-
units, and there's 4 melee that can go. So
Right. But I
So
meant
like there.
yeah.
yes, perfect.
All right.
Kuzco will handle our forward charge, and and the ghouls will handle the backwards charge.
Okay. So you'll get. These guys are back for vengeance. They will secure the flanks.
Oh, against the Vengeful Dead. Oh.
They're fighting their own allies.
Yeah.
Tim,
No.
is that you?
The Rovers.
I remember when we were. I remember when we used to frolic in the wheat fields of Westfield. Come back to us. Fight the Lich King's corruption.
I was thinking of the same fucking quest. I love that quest. Oh, Nash hasn't experienced that. That's sad.
What do I experience?
When you make back in original Wrath through Kata before they changed how leveling works when you make a DK, you have to go through a series of DK only starting chains that's basically destroying the remnants of the Scarlet Crusade that are still in the Eastern Kingdoms. It's just like all the bosses of Naxxramas, and you're just are giving you quests to just destroy a human town. And one of the later in the game quests is like, good, we've routed the humans. However, we've captured these Argent Crusade people. Go in there and execute them. And there's just a longhouse with an NPC of every different playable race, and you have to go and talk to them, and they're just like, wait a second, I thought you were dead, and it's like your childhood friend or your comrade in the army, and they're like somebody who remembers you when you were alive, and they beg you to fight back against Lich King's control until saying, but it's too late for me, just, before you get found out, just kill me, it's the right thing to do, and you have to kill them and, like, I think bring their head or something to your commander.
Brutal.
And each race has different dialogue. It's like, remember when we used to frolic in Elwyn Forest, or remember when we were in Teldrassil, and this, like, it's, yeah. It was the good shit.
Those quests actually still exist.
Ooh.
You get them if you don't play the allied races.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I fell in love with Death Knights because one of the first quests you do is there's civilians running from a town and getting hit by arrows and being pinned to the ground, and you're sent to retrieve the arrows. And they're pinned to the ground where they scream for help, and you just kill them and then take the arrows that were pinning them to the ground. It is real fucked up.
Is that their deployment?
That is their deployment.
Okay.
Here comes the big one.
I'm going to set out the Marines against the Emissaries of Creation. Now, does one of their subunit commanders happen to be commanding the militia and are the Temple aspirants humans?
No, they are vampires.
Okay, so the only humans are the militia, the field artillery,
Or the
and
the aspirants are. The initiates are vampires.
yeah, that one I understood.
So
I'm trying to
these
find someone
guys-
who's got yes,
More
Yeah.
people to make morale checks. Who is it?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say these 3 or these. So either the 3 infantry in the front or the artillery and cavalry.
So in my mind, I'm thinking I would have 2 of my units target the infantry in front and 1 target the artillery and cavalry for those
Okay.
checks.
Okay. Let me go ahead and have them make.
Oh, wait a
It's
second. I already
DC.
have DC 13. DC 13.
Okay.
Ah,
it's a
why
morale
is this
test.
freaking out? Yeah. Which I think they
Okay.
have advantage on, but like we said, It's an attempt to do something. I can't. My thing is freaking out when I'm trying to move up. What the heck? Let me try to
Okay.
restart roll 20.
So the first Chimie militia company is still not sure about this after their last battle. Let's see. Let's see.
Who did I move there?
Wow, that's
The Temple Guardians are fine.
God, good.
And let's see. As are the aspirants. And then the field artillery are fine. As are the fourth Chimie militia company.
Bad Advantage is pulling heavy fucking work.
My
That
God.
advantage is pulling a lot of weight, yeah. Because like if I had rolled it out, that would have been several more casualties. That got you one casualty before the battle started.
So you did 2 tests on each of the infantry and 1 on the artillery and whatnot?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, wow. Well, I did the best I could, gents.
Hey, you still inflicted a casualty before the fight started. Like, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so let's go ahead and sort order descending now. And we will start. Set. Let's put on some music here. Okay, so Minx, your troops are first to attack.
All right. The Marines are after the emissaries, and so from what I remember, it's attack, and then if it succeeds, then power.
That's correct.
That's not going to do it.
Nope.
All right, trying with the chain breakers. There we go.
Yep.
I don't suppose there's anything for a nat 20 in this mode.
I believe there is. I think crits are a thing. Let's see. Let me look for it. I'm looking for it. I'm pretty sure there's a thing. Come on, attack test, attack test.
I see it referenced, but I can't see.
Let's see. Critical hit. Nope.
I see a bunch of things reference critical hits. If the attack was a critical hit, it becomes normal. If attack was critical, it becomes this. But it doesn't tell me.
I'm not seeing anything.
I'm so confused because, like I said, I see several references to it, but then when I look at it, I don't see anything.
Um.
Do we just want to make it advantage on the power then, or something?
Yeah, I like that ruling.
Okay. I don't think I can do that from here, so I just have to roll it twice. Oof, good thing I got
Good thing
advantage
you
on
did.
it.
Yeah,
Woo!
so it's -2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the black bandana against the temple aspirants. 14?
14 does not do it.
All right.
Oof, those are some not great rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there go. Let's see. So what is Gerard gonna do? Alright, well we're gonna open with this. We're gonna open. You see, having them all go all at once seems overpowered for just the start. So maybe I'll add a couple more turns. Maybe we should have him just do like 3 after each of yours. 1, 2, 3.
You could roll every commander individually.
Yeah, that would require me to like get all their stat sheets out.
I mean, you're just looking to make the got different orders. So just like roll a d20 a few times. They don't need to care about their agility.
Go ahead and do. I should mark them. Who's commanding what? So you can command them. You'll command them. Command them. And then you said these guys were all 1. And these guys will be a 3rd. Then purple. Purple. Okay, I believe that's everybody. Yes. Oof. Let's see. So we'll have him go on that one, and then at a turn 6. Oh, so it's basically they all end up going after Teneless. So we'll just have. We'll just do that. Okay.
I don't think there is a rule for a 20 on an attack test. There is a rule for rolling. Rally specifically says if you roll a 20 on this test, you regain 2 casualties instead of just 1. So I don't think that there is one for attacks.
When I looked at it, there was a bunch of things that reference if an attack is a critical, then the unit has some sort of other thing going on with it.
Yeah. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The current ruling's a good one, I think. So we'll go with that one.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I was just
Mm-hmm.
Control F and found nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see anything either.
The perils of fan books, even if they're somewhat more professional.
Yeah. So let's see. So the emissaries of creation get to go. So they are going to attack the 245th. Oh, I didn't actually need to.
I think in the old book they're kind of like mean or dry about it, and they're like, it's a big battle. And 20s don't matter.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
my thought was going to be.
that is a hit.
Okay, that's going to be 2.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, on their Discord, are there critical hits for the warfare rules? No.
Oh,
Okay, there you go.
we know that going forward now.
We'll let that slide.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend critical hits for the warfare system, but if there's something you want, a crit should just deal 1 more damage.
Well, that's basically what it did, so.
Yep.
Okay. So then the Alvarez Purifiers are going to swoop down from the skies. Actually, I think they're going to attack the Hellflame skulls. They're going to engage the skulls in combat.
Which set?
And they're going to miss.
Amazing.
I think they only get one attack, right? They only get one attack. And then Gerard is going to activate his ability. He's going to call out to the heavens to rain fire down on firestorm down on you. And so I'm going to need to get out the fire tokens.
Where's Thanos?
Spell effects.
Why did I do that?
He's going to set the town on fire as a column of holy flame descends in the center of your ranks. So he's got to do it like that, I believe.
And what does this mean?
It means that the hospitaliers need to get to work.
So you guys are going to
Hey,
have
eat 'em.
resistance to this. Because they're Dragonborn. We've already
And they are
established.
indeed.
But basically, here we go. Let me get the rules, and I'll show you because he's setting the town on fire.
Oh, what's the
Okay.
weather?
It is currently clear.
Fuck.
It's not raining. I think it's. Let me look. It is currently scattered clouds.
Oh man.
Beans.
Let's see. So that was his turn. So that puts us at Jacques.
Alright, cool. So, how do I do this?
Click on the unit, and then top left, you should see a thing that says attack.
So, I can attack any angle in front of me, really? So I could, like,
The
or
militia,
can I
like
just attack, like, directly in front of me?
the demi-humans can only attack in a cross pattern, so directly in front of you. The artillery, the Tempest Rovers, can attack anything.
Alright,
The Tempest Rovers
cool.
can also, I think, use an action to put out the fire next to them. Or is it? You know, it's
Yeah.
in their space, so we would need to move into it to put it out.
It should be in or next to. From either
Um,
their space or an adjacent space.
Oh, yeah.
okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have the demi-human laborers attack the group right in front of them. I just hit that.
Oh, yep. Let's see. 15. Let me look at them. A 15 is just enough.
Alright, so
And
then I
then you
roll
hit
power.
Yep.
Yep, that'll do it. That's 2 casualties on them. Good job to the demi-humans.
Demi-humans. Alright, I'm gonna have the Tempest Rovers then. Um, uh,
Focusing fire is generally preferred.
Putting out fires
yeah,
might also be
I'll.
preferred.
Yeah.
No one's in that square yet in Dragonborn or Fire Resistant.
Yeah. That's the same logic that I was having. They're gonna shoot at the same group that the demi-humans just fought. That's bad.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna
That's a
miss.
miss.
Yep.
Alrighty. And that's it.
Yeah. The Tempest Rovers. The Tempest Rovers are veterans, so they have 2 attacks. So you can try again.
Okay. Well, then they're going to fire again.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Still not. Okay. Now it is time for Mayor Blanchard to spring his trap. So this militia company is going to move to there.
wait, do all
This
veterans have 2 attacks?
veteran infantry units have 2 attacks. Yeah,
So then all of
I
my guys
believe.
should have attacked twice?
Or sorry, veteran artillery units have 2
Got it.
attacks.
Okay, all right.
And they are going to march to there, so they can't.
My elite elves have 2.
Yeah. Actually, they were here, right? So they're going to go there.
Oh,
and
the
they're gonna
swamp.
attack
I
the
was like,
artillery.
you mean the levies, the archer levies? I'm like, oh, I forgot about the swamp hunters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the field artillery. So they're going to attack. That's actually a miss.
Who were they attacking? Oh, yeah, they're attacking the.
Although
Probably doesn't matter.
you did have the wrong people selected.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, the Imperial Pike and Shot Company is right.
Oh, I thought they were.
That's part of the Villeplanche militia that's betraying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have 4 units on our side over there.
Got
Yeah,
it.
the guys with the
Yeah,
green dots are
woo.
actually friendly.
Yep.
I saw the other 3. I didn't realize the guy in the very back was.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially once the
Do
ghouls
you get
pop
2
out, their
attacks?
backline is going to disappear, hopefully.
They actually do get 2 attacks. So we'll go ahead and try again. I've got too many things. That'll hit. Barely, but it will hit. So they will roll their power.
Ooh, there you go.
So that is going to be 2 on here. Okay. And then the 3rd militia company is going to shoot and hit and power and miss. So I believe that is just 1. But that does mean that these guys have to make a morale check.
Yep.
And they fail.
Ooh.
So is that? It's still another minus. That's a -1, right?
Yeah.
They lose a casualty. Yeah.
Yep.
So they are shaken. And then these.
Veteran infantry also have. Oh no, wait, attacks, not to it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
And then the Chimie militia company is going to get engaged by the Villeplanche militia company. The Villeplanche guys have just the 1 attack. Worth Chimie. Let's bring them up. So they're going to make an attack test. 16 will hit. And power. No power, so just 1. And that was everybody.
Nope.
No?
You also have
Your other
the.
Village launch. Your other militia.
The
They
Arquebusier?
marched.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, so they attacked, they attacked, they attacked, they marched.
And they marched. Got it.
Fair enough.
All right.
Did the Villaplanche Outriders as well?
Oh, you're right. The Villeplanche Outriders did not.
Oh Jesus! Half their army's on our side.
Yeah. I think honestly, by the standard rules of this thing, then they would have retreated at this point. But we've pincered them, so that's not an option.
No, I mean they've got their elite units on the front line. and the city is on fire, which is going to be a problem.
No, I mean the whole if you have more than half, more than twice as many, then the opponent loses thing for unit count.
It's double the total tier. It's like if you've got a
Ah,
tier 2 unit, it counts as 2,
never mind.
and
Okay,
tier 3 is 3, and they have like, tier 2, tier 3, tier 2, tier 2.
gotcha. All right.
What
So
do the
they
Hellfire Skulls count as?
they're tier 3.
We have 2 tier 3s?
Well, except they're an illusion. I don't know
Yeah.
if they count for that.
What
And
are
oh,
you?
and
What are you hiding?
Gerard himself is a tier 3 unit.
That's fair.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
He's here. He's a unit.
All right. All
I
right.
don't know what the rules revolve around the fact that
Oh
like
damn! I should have been
they're
shooting
half
him.
health and they're like diminished, or like I don't know, that counts for like army strength.
Hmm. Let's see. So they're on the ground. So
There
who are they going to
there
charge?
are rules for
Also,
diminished cell, but undead ignore them. So ignore them.
yeah, I know, but here's a conflict of this is not diminished. This is always diminished.
I think they actually have to attack the. Or no, they can attack the first Kaimei on the left. But they're going to miss.
Damn.
Also, I
Oh.
want to state another observation I just noticed. I'm commanding a group of dudes with no heads, and I'm also commanding a bunch of heads.
Where do you think we
A
got
match
the
made in
heads?
heaven.
Now, I don't want to
Hey,
say
hey,
I don't
we
I don't I
separated.
think that's where the illusion came from, is it's their heads.
We separated the brain from the brawn, and we allowed it to be 2 units.
Knocked on the
Actually, if
side.
we add up the flame skulls, it's just enough flame skulls for heads. I don't want to change the lore, but this is kind of funky.
Knocked him standing on the sides, just going, "Soldiers arise! Stand and fight!"
It's a bunch of heads rolling down the hill.
That's funny.
I have a large bag and just dump it out.
Hello, we're the New Dawn, and we have an headless horseman. Do you have an army of Ichabod cranes?
Actually, that might be what it looks like. They're holding the flaming head like they have the flaming heads on their stumps, and then like when they engage, they're gonna fly off. They're gonna
Hilarious.
throw them. It's gonna be funny. Anyways, so that way it looks like less dudes. I don't know. So this looks like a bunch of dudes with flaming heads. There's a bunch of Ghost Riders right now.
Makes sense. Okay. But it's Elijah's turn.
Cool. So we are going to do step attacks. So step and attack with the Elven Artisans. They are going. The Purifiers are aerial, correct?
They are aerial. That's correct.
Cool. So my Elven Artisans are going to attack at the Purifiers.
Okay.
We're going to see how that goes.
That's a hit.
Cool.
That is not going to beat their toughness, though.
That should have been a +6,
Plus 6.
according to the bio page.
Oh, I must not have updated the value. Hang on.
It'd still just be 9, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
But still.
9 actually is enough.
Really? Hey, well, there you
Aerial
go.
units are fragile.
Cool. Well, then yeah, that will hit.
Let's see. +6 attributes and abilities. It's power, right? This should be 6.
Power should be 6.
Okay, I must not have updated it when I was updating their because you made them heavy. You gave them better equipment.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, they make their hit, which is very good
Yep.
of them.
So they were able to do that only because of the special bows that you guys made for them and gave to them.
And then we are going to have my wonderful swamp hunters here are going to take a step back from the fire and attack the same unit. Is that a hit?
Hang on, I need to bring them back up. I need to be able to like move these things into multiple.
Foundry
can
would
I?
be so much better because you can double click on a token and it brings up the sheet. I keep on forgetting Roll20 doesn't do that.
Yeah, I can
on
actually pop it out into its own window though.
I do too.
That's what I do with all
Yeah,
my
I've got
units.
all mine, but I just keep on. I'm used to having both and just being able to open the one.
Okay.
For the moment, to make this simple, we're all going to focus that one unit until it dies, hopefully.
Yeah, a 17 will hit.
Focus fire. That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Cool. So that should hit it again.
If only
Yep.
if only real
It's
military
now
people
broken,
would
correct?
What
Or
It
diminished?
is diminished. Yes, they passed their morale check though.
Okay. Second attack.
That's also a hit.
we focus on the one that I first injured.
That's
No,
not
the
a.
angels.
That's not
Okay.
there. Okay.
Nope.
The
And then
purifying.
final unit's going to be my rebel longman. They are going to take a step and fire. So that's +2, so it's actually 12.
Nope. With the +2, it hits.
And that's
And
just from skirmisher's ability.
they fall.
Cool.
The angels rain from the sky as your arrow storm shoots them down as they fly over the town and are setting it ablaze.
And an extra
That's
power
gonna
just for
be
the fuck
some
you.
good propaganda, dude. I might have to change the flag.
Extra power on that for a fuck you. That's all 4 of my attacks.
Okay.
All hits too. Well done.
That puts us at persistence.
All right. So the ghouls.
Ah, yes, the ascended. Watch them fall. Plop, plop, plop. Just a bunch of dead pigeons.
The ghouls tear themselves out of the ground, and they're going to. Let's see. The one.
Or guys, they're pincered now.
Let me double check what the diminished unit. Okay, so we're gonna go after the militia company because I think the other guys are thoroughly fucked. So, doo-doo.
Let's see, the fourth. I believe that hits.
All right,
Yes,
They
an
going.
11.
and then they need to make a DC 13 morale check.
Let's see, so that's going to be -2. And you said they need to make a morale check.
DC 13. Okay, nope.
Looks like they pass.
Yep, they pass. But they're still diminished.
Yep.
So they need to make another morale test for that, I think. Yeah, they're fine.
They hold on.
And at the end of the turn, the ghoul's feast activates and their die increments, but I think their die is already full, so they don't go to like a 7 or anything.
Right.
I don't think so. If they do,
No, they
let
do
me
not.
know.
They do not.
The Wraith Warrior is going to attack the company in front of them. Assume the infantry has better than 13 armor. The Sacred Company.
The Sacred Company. Let me look at them. Those are the first Temple Guardians. Yeah, that does not hit.
All right, and then the Vengeful Dead. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same stat line, so that also doesn't hit.
Yep. Okay. That me. They're there to hold the line anyways. It's not me who's going to be killing things except for with the ghouls.
All right. So that puts us at 10 of us.
Alrighty. Let's see here. So you said I could just click on these guys? Alright. So, Warbread is on a power test, so we gotta get there. Alright, I'm going to attack, I guess, they're not the slave catchers. These other cavalry dudes, these horsemen.
The
Okay,
12th
there's light
Imperial Light
cavalry.
Cavalry.
Alright. So they have one attack, it appears. That looks good.
Yep. Yes, the 12th Imperial Light Company. That is a hit.
Alright, so we're gonna hit power. That's pretty good.
Yep,
So-
that's definitely. Yep.
Their damage is 2. Let's see here. As a reaction to succeeding a power test, which we did as part of attacking DC command test, DC 10. That's a success. Unit can attack again. That looks like a success.
Yeah.
And that power's not super great.
It still succeeds though. Which I think means they just literally charge through and overrun these guys in one charge.
Yep.
Well, they did a lot better than the last time.
Much better than the last time. That was well done.
They've learned.
That
That's
is the
some good
power
rolls.
of no heads.
Well,
Their weakness was
as
they
they're
had
doing
heads.
this, they're throwing the heads out, and they're going to zip up. And I think they're going to be more simple. The illusions, they're going to use that macross. They're
Yeah.
gonna missile magic massacre as an action, and they're just gonna guarantee 1 damage on Gerald.
Okay.
So only 1 damage to Gerald, and for the non-diminished, we'll do here 2 attacks. So we'll try it out. So this real skulls will attack Gerald,
Okay.
and it might succeed. So
Uh,
power.
His defense is 13.
Okay, he's not super tanky, but he's being swarmed. So
Yeah. So yes. Is that 2? Right. Their damage
yeah,
is just 1.
21 and the 16.
Yeah. So 2 more
So this
damage.
is, yeah. So as a reaction, as part of a successful power attack, I'll add a fire token to him, which I don't know if he can do it in the air. It does work like that. Or
Yeah.
is
The
it heat on fire?
fire tokens go into space.
Well, that's tragic. Where do I get the where? Let's see here. To the target. All right. Well, something random's on fire. That's tragic. So, I guess we won't worry about it because it's in the air. So we'll do our second attack. We're rolling hot.
Yep. Yep. You're rolling very
Damn.
hot.
Well, I'm realizing I should have attacked other dudes with these guys, but they're doing fine.
No.
Guess who's diminished?
No, you attacked the
Well
exact
done.
right person. You're
I
destroying.
wasted the. Well, I guess I didn't waste the fireball. I never used it. So
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
maneuver fireball, and it's exploding in the air. So
Oh, it's a failed
And
morale.
looks like you shake his morale.
he's being swarmed by like a swarm of heads, and his cavalry got owned.
Heads, I win. Heads, you lose.
Oh yeah, I also as the heads unleash, it plays the headless horseman left.
Reading is fun.
Soldiers
Dead
arise.
mental.
Soldiers arise. Stand and fight. Bring victory at
have-
last. To this fallen knight. Fallen.
All right, well, those are some hot rolls.
Mm-hmm.
It was worth the poor initiative. I'm done.
Okay.
I've done my bit. Y'all can handle the rest of this battle. I'm going home.
Yeah.
Also, I guess the howling happens, but he's an angel, and whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he exceeds. So let's move on to them. They can counterattack.
Okay.
They're gonna need to.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, between me and Cell wiping out your
I realize the magic missile isn't
Cavalry
as
and
good as I
area.
thought they would. It is a guaranteed 1 damage, but yeah. I was
my
like,
thought
might
was
as well
just
use
like,
this.
yeah, you can just like guarantee a hit if somebody's at like 1 and you don't want to risk rolling.
I didn't realize they have 2 attacks, so I guess I should have put both on Gerald. He might have died if I kept on rolling hot, but hey, whatever.
You never.
Mhm.
It's not guaranteed, but you're gonna roll hot, and
Mm-mm.
like.
Yep.
Guaranteed damage on the enemy commander. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're gonna have to give
So-
Swen a big body so he can be the big headless horseman. So when we find a giant and a giant horse,
These guys are no longer relevant.
What, their entire army? Yeah, we know.
I could just go home.
Even without via plunge.
our preparations, our sabotage, our backroom dealings are paid off.
Yep.
Here's the thing: if
Uh,
Veloclaunch was against us, this would be a serious fight, though. Like if they just weren't here,
Thank God
it'd be
we
fair.
kidnapped their children.
Yep.
Yeah, if they just weren't here, it'd be fair. But if they were still on the enemy side, this would be a hell of a fight still.
That's just their rear guard though, who's protecting their archers. They wouldn't be attacking us.
The militia would at least.
they might have deployed the pike and shot into the front though,
Yeah.
And the
and they would have had
shooters
their
there.
extra cavalry.
That is true.
And the extra count. Yeah, so at least 4 units would be
Gerald, the
in combat.
instructor of purity, he's just from that church, right? He's leading the crusade. He's not
That's
that
right.
guy in the letters. Okay.
No,
No.
no. The guy in the letters is like safely away from the battlefield.
So he's just in charge of everything, and this guy's like the religious really. He's actually ascended.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well, this guy, the first Chimie militia company, is going to try make their morale test against the harrowing of the undead, so they can't actually attack. They're so shaken by everything that's going on. So the aspirants, though, are going to attempt to attack the Black Bandana Raiders. So do they get 2 attacks? They do. Okay. So attack.
That's a hit. So real quick, with these attacks, are they getting 2 attacks because they're elite?
They are elite. Yes,
Okay, so that's why my guys only got the 1.
that's correct.
That is not a success on the power though.
Okay, so just 1 damage,
Yes.
and then their second attack, probably a miss.
Yeah, the 11 is a miss.
Okay, yeah, so just 1 damage as they charge the Black Bandanas.
Who are behind the fortifications.
And
Yeah.
therefore have a plus to defense. If
Mhm.
that matters.
That's right.
And morale, which I love.
The stormtroopers are going to attack. I believe they only get 1. Yes, and they only do 1 damage, so they will attack. Nope. Okay. Used up all my luck on that other battle we did last week.
Yeah.
Let's see, the emissary is already attacked, so that puts us at the ascended initiates, who I believe get just the 1. No, they get 2. They are also elite. Okay.
It's a good thing we know that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. So it looks like 2 casualties on the demi-human field laborers. And then they get to attack again.
Oof.
They're also
Oh
rolling
my
hard.
goodness.
This is the age of hot rolls.
You remember how Aerith threatened Rack if those guys get hurt?
So
She said
that's
that for the Tempest Rovers.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to make the morale check.
That's right.
Okay. So
They get advantage. Yeah.
I believe that means they won. Because it's a
I have
DC
no
13.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, tied it.
Okay.
They won.
And
Okay, they got it.
so
All right.
how many casualties have they taken?
They've taken a total of 4.
So they should be a 2 out of 6.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
Let me put them in the front so you can see there. There you go. You got
Appreciate it.
Ooh,
There
we're
we
gonna have a
go.
lot less demi-humans.
Can you do that for the Vengeful and the Bandana as well? Or the Raiders? Just that way, whenever Aerith comes up, she knows who to heal.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good thing she's got that because it's going to be a little bit clutch to save the field laborers.
We need them for the fields.
Yep. Okay, so then the Wrathy tribal warriors are going to get attacked, but only
We
the
put all the
once.
peasants in the vanguard, and
What
then
is
we
their-
had no one to farm the
What
food.
is the
We were surprised.
fortifications? +2?
+2, I believe. Yeah.
So their defense is 14. So fuck off.
All right.
Aerith
Cool.
doesn't care about these people. They're fine.
Oh god.
This is the tribesmen. Yeah, the tribesmen are
But
tough.
that's what 2 hits that the fortifications have prevented.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So time well spent, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then let's see. The field artillery are surprised by everything going on around them. They're going to attempt to blast the ghouls. Yeah, the ghouls.
The ghouls are eating some of their. Oh
That would be
man,
my reaction
Do they-
to these things coming out of the ground.
do they get advantage?
On
The
morale.
the artillery.
Oh, on morale. Okay, I thought
yeah,
that was the attack.
yeah,
Never
on the
mind.
morale to
I thought the
attack the
same
undead.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought the same
And
thing.
then the attack.
Nope.
Failed.
Okay. Well, they're too busy being eaten to shoot you properly.
It do be that way sometimes.
Yep. Let's see. The Chimie militia, the arquebusiers in the back are going to attempt to attack the Villa Planche guys that are attacking them. And I believe
But
they
the
miss.
arquebusiers in the back failed the morale. That was the first roll you made. They rolled double 9s.
What?
Very
These
first
guys?
roll of this set.
Okay.
Yep, you rolled double 9s. First
That's the
Chimie
first.
militia. Oh wait, that was the first Chimie militia. Okay, I'm wrong. I thought you were trying to
Yeah,
attack the
that's
ghouls
these
earlier.
guys. Yeah, no.
Okay,
That's these guys. That was this.
Yep.
And these guys are attacking humans anyway, so they don't need to roll
got it.
morale.
Does
But
12
I
hit?
think they miss. Because that is the second. A 12 actually does hit.
Oh,
The commander must be like, kill the traitors. We're fucked.
And I believe that does actually. Yes, they get blasted for 2.
Start blasting. Don't worry,
And I believe.
they're not long for this world.
No, probably not. And they do get 2 attacks because they are veterans.
Well, I'm glad they're killing the people we don't care about.
yep.
Okay. So the second Villa Planche Militia Company is going to need to make a morale check. They hold the line. Okay, so that was everybody over there. Yeah, I believe that is everybody. So now it is Aerith's turn.
I'm gonna use the wand of healing on our demi-humans.
Okay, so they regain 2 casualties.
It's a 4. So roll 1d4.
Okay,
Go
they're
back
back up
up
to
to
full
4.
health.
Great.
That's a pretty good ability.
Well done, Harris.
And she's
Aha!
just screaming orders.
Is it 1d4?
That's what it said. Let me pull up the thing.
She rolled a 4 on
Wand
it.
of healing. Yeah. Chooses any unit, rolls 1d4. The unit's casualty die is incremented by that amount.
Oh, you guys must have a different PDF than I do. Okay.
Yeah, what version of
The one that is pinned in the Rebels.
okay, is it the 1.1 version? Because in 1.1 it's 2. It's just a flat 2.
No, but I like this 4 better.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
it
what
could have
version
been
this is.
1.
This version is the first
Could
one
have been.
you posted for us.
Okay,
Yep.
then it is the old version then.
The one
Oh,
I'm
well,
looking
then
at is
give us the new
0.1.
version and pin it.
1.0. Yeah.
I wouldn't have mind. But also give me that 4 because I didn't know.
I love how Thur and I were both like, wait, what's going on?
The rest of us
Yeah.
are like, yeah, this is what this says.
Yeah,
This
can I
is
see
the,
the,
old,
can I
this is
see
the
the
only
new?
version we've seen.
This must be what it feels
Yeah.
like to be. No, wait, no, the other way around.
Nobody posted this new version.
I feel like
You
I'm taking
didn't see
crazy
this
pills. These are all the same looks.
new version? Ugh.
Keep that new version to yourself. I don't want to see my
Okay.
stuff nerfed too.
Let's see. All right, so we're back to so that is the end of round 1. So we're back up to Minx. So Minx,
So how do
fire is hot.
yeah, how do we want to do that with resistance?
Well, half rounding down.
Is resistance a thing?
I'm homebrewing that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and the fire is 1d6.
No. The fire is just 1. It's just a flat. So you automatically take 1 halved
Running
Round
down.
it
So
down.
it takes nothing.
So take that.
per token though.
Okay.
And he puts down 2 tokens when he does the blast. So they each take 1 after resistance.
Got it.
Oh, I didn't realize he instantly started with a double stack.
Yeah. I should. Put
So
the number.
then
That wasn't what I was reading earlier.
the
I was like,
Marines have to do a morale check. Because they cannot become disorganized, but they can be diminished. Oh no, cannot be disorganized or weakened. So I don't have to make a morale check at 3, I think.
No, you do.
I do.
Yeah, diminished is still its own
It's-
thing.
They're fine though.
Okay. Well, they're still going to attempt an attack. And a power.
No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's 2 hits. So that's 2 damage to the the stormtroopers in front of you,
Yes.
or to the
No, to the
emissaries.
emissaries.
Okay.
However, that's reaction. I can't move them out, but they're at danger of being destroyed if they get hit by pretty much anything else there. However, if I move them back, he can just do a follow-up and attack them next turn anyway. This is not good for them with that fire. I think they're just gonna have to hold position, and I just hope I don't lose them. All right. The chain breakers against the stormtroopers.
Yep, that's a hit. Yep.
And then the black bandanas. Nope. I was rolling too hot there. That'll be everyone.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Gerard's rules real quick. Each space loses 1 fire token at the end of this unit's subsequent activations. At the end. Okay. And what did I write the rules for fire tokens? At the start of each round. Okay, so technically, I'll just have it be on his turn, so it's just like a full round. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. Starting with the top left and going clockwise. So if any of these are a 1, there's gonna be another fire token added. Nope. 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 Okay.
Booyah.
And they go down by 1. So there's now only 1 fire token on each space. So the rules for this guy's fire blast is basically he puts the 2 tokens there, but they automatically go down each turn. And so it's basically they have to catch something
Got it.
with those d6s in order to stick around. Unless it recharges right now and he can do it again, which it does not.
Cool.
Aha.
Now he's ready to catch these heads.
Catch these heads. So the emissaries of creation.
Oh, did any damage happen to any units that I'm controlling? I'm just
No.
reading the book right now.
No, not
Okay.
yet.
No, you're good.
Are going to make their attack against the 245th. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be.
So they're
It's
down
gonna
to
be-
1.
What did they get hit last time?
The Marines, yeah, they
Okay.
got hit with everything. They've been hit by
Okay.
literally everything.
Okay. Let's see. The purifiers are down for the count, but Gerard himself can still attack and swoop down. Did I give him anything? Yeah, so I think he is going to swoop down on the 245th and attack. They
They
are
can still be put
vulnerable.
back. They can still be put back together after the fight.
Yep.
Broken
Yeah.
doesn't mean eliminated.
But that is a miss.
Okay.
Nice.
But he does have the fearsome ability. As a reaction to making an attack test, this unit forces the target to succeed on a DC 14 morale test or suffer a casualty. So he is going to attempt to he demoralizes them into fleeing, even though
Okay.
he doesn't actually manage to
Now,
kill them.
within that, as a reaction to failing a morale test, this unit can move back into an empty space instead of suffering a casualty.
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
Cool.
They are pulling back,
So they pull back.
and they have to be healed before the fire the next time, or they will be
No.
destroyed.
Well, remember, there's
No.
only one fire token there now.
Oh,
So
right.
half
The
to
fire. The fire
zero.
diminished. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
But the emissaries,
It's a DC 8.
let's see, they have follow up. DC 8 command test. You're right. Command. Yes. So they are able to follow up into the space and follow through the flames.
Through the fire and the flames that carry on.
They are carrying on through the fire and the flames, and they have now broken through the line. And that is everybody. So we are now on Jacques.
Who is there flanking?
There is flanking, yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you need to not be flanked yourself to get it, or?
Yes, that's the same rules as
Okay.
regular combat.
So we're flanking him, but the ghouls and stuff. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So currently
Okay.
in the top fight, no one's
So-
flanking anyone. In this fight, though, the middle guy is getting flanked.
Correct. So the field laborers can only attack ahead of them. So they're going to attack the excellent vampire.
They would get the field laborers would get advantage on the guys who just stepped in.
The emissaries.
They
I
can
thought they could
attack in
only
a
attack in
cross.
front of
Nope,
them.
it's not chess
No,
rules.
it's a cross pattern.
Yeah,
Okay.
they can attack
So then
anybody
they
who's
will
adjacent.
attack the emissaries.
Okay.
Okay. So is there a way to do this with
Just roll
advantage?
twice.
Or do I just gonna have to
It
get attacked twice?
just did it twice. Yeah.
Oh.
That's a hit.
Well, thank God for advantage. Alrighty, so 22.
That is that. Okay. You deal 2 damage to them.
I feel
Incredible.
laborers are beasts.
And that actually, with the damage that they took earlier, they have to make a morale check, which they pass. They're fine.
Okay.
But
They
So
should
they
be at
were.
they should be at
Alright.
Yeah.
2.
They
So,
should be at 2.
nope, they started at 8.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
All right.
it's fine. The Tempest Rovers are gonna open fire on the emissaries.
Okay.
For some reason, the
That should be
bars are not updating on my screen. 'Cause
That's
I was-
a hit.
The fire tokens are not are covering the bars. That's why you're not seeing
Yeah,
updates.
that's
I see
unfortunate.
green bars. I don't see.
Here.
Oh, the fire has health. Third.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we
Yeah,
were
because that's
saying.
that's how I'm tracking if they've how many tokens are on a space.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So a 20
It's not the greatest it's not
And
the
then you hit
greatest.
power.
Yeah.
So 20 hits the emissaries.
Yeah.
18.
Yep. That's another two damage to them. They're just walking
Alrighty.
into an arrow storm, I guess.
Just reload fire again. 8.
Nope.
Alright, I have opened the way for you. For you minks. Kill them. Let none
Certainly
survive.
gonna try. So that's Francois now.
That is Francois now. Let's see. So the what are we gonna do? So I think this militia company is going to attack the artillery just to see if they can get them. I think they do. Let me just check the artilleries. Field artillery. 11 and 9. Yeah. Okay, so they overrun the field artillery.
Cool. That gives the other militia advantage.
So they're going to go ahead and the pike and shot are going to march through the space to get engaged here. And then actually, these guys are going to shoot at them at the vampires in the back, but miss. And then these guys attack the. We're going to attack this way,
And now they have advantage.
and they do have advantage. And it's a good thing they do, because otherwise they wouldn't have hit them once. Okay. And then the cavalry. They're going to go ahead and try and charge that left flank again. No. Okay. That puts us at the next person's turn. That is Elijah.
Yes, it is. Okay. So the Swamp Hunters are going to take a shot at that group that broke through our center line. I think it's a miss. They're...
Yes.
Oh, even with +2, 13, right?
Yeah, 13 will miss.
Okay. And the second swing, 14.
14 also misses.
Cool. Okay. Let me see here.
If you can take out Gerard, please.
I'm at the moment I'm kind of trusting our other
But remember, the flame skulls can set the ground on fire for the infantry. So they actually they do better if they're attacking the ground people rather than the flying people.
Okay, well here. An 11 hit. The Gerard. I doubt it,
Well,
but
11 hit Gerard. I
think I said 13 last time or something.
Yeah. So no. Yeah,
okay,
it's
well
13.
then all of my attacks miss.
Okay.
Alright. Am I up?
Next.
Okay. Does the ghoul get advantage?
Yes.
Does a 15 hit?
15 against the Kaimai, I'm pretty sure. 15 hits, yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's a shame.
9. That actually is their toughness. They're ranged.
Oh.
So they get overrun by the ghouls as well.
Alright. Can I move after making an attack? Is it or
You can, yes.
Alright.
Would the militia company have moved? The other one?
Which
It's not
guys?
their turn. They didn't.
These guys? They didn't finish them off.
Yeah.
Them.
Oh, after they?
They
Yeah, they
did finish them
probably.
off.
Actually, yeah, they would have moved there.
Alright. And then the Vengeful Dead. Nope. And the Wraith. Nope.
And all they got to do is hold them in place. So
Yeah, they're doing their job. So
they are the anvil. So that puts us at 10 less.
All right, I had to look up if what could hit aerial units. So it's aerial and artillery. So Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to judge if that chunk of bar. Let's see here. You know what? Okay, we're gonna do the 1 damage to Gerald, the 1 guaranteed from the full health flame skulls.
Okay.
All right, he has more shit. Okay, we're gonna attack with the with the diminished flame skulls. All right, I was making a gamble. I was like, how much does he have? All right, so attack power from the skulls. I guess it's the same number.
He descends into the flames to take cover from the skulls, but he is out of the battle.
Okay, ominous. All right, don't worry about him. Let's see here. Well, they have 1 more attack. I don't know. Imagine it has to be directed against 1 person. So
Probably that guy or that guy. They're both pretty low health.
Yeah, the area units can hit anyone.
yeah, we'll attack the vampires because attacking vampires with fire usually works out all right. All right, attack. All right, it looks like they missed.
Nope.
So we don't have to worry about the fireball. I think. I don't have to look at the fireball rules are again. Wait, I lost my things. All right, we're gonna attack with the cavalry, and I have to remember how they work. But I think they can kind of attack whatever as long as they
As
can
long as
like
it's
reach it from the
exposed.
square.
That's right. Yeah.
So they kind of have to come from the back, right?
Yeah. But remember, the guys with the green dots are on your side.
Yeah. So it looks like it'll just have to be this blue dot makes the most extent, right? He would count as exposed.
He is
Then, but this
exposed. Yeah.
guy, this orange dot is not exposed.
Right.
Okay, so we'll attack whichever number of infantry that guy is. Okay. So attack. All right.
That's the
Power.
first. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's a yep.
Let's see here. I must have closed the dang tab, so I gotta look what they do again.
Toughness. Yeah, you beat their toughness. So that's what's your
3
is what
damage.
3 damage?
Yeah, they do too.
Okay. Yep.
Damage naturally.
So they need to make a morale. They make their morale.
All right. So they succeeded a power. DC 10 command. All right. They're not warbred this time. All right.
Okay.
I imagine they're open. I think they can be retaliated on. I'm not sure, so let's put them right there.
Yes. It's they have to do let's see. Set for charge. As a reaction to suffering a casualty from a cavalry or aerial unit, it makes a command test. DC 13. On a success, the attacking unit takes 1 casualty. Alright, so the headless hunt takes 1 casualty, as some
Okay.
of them are impaled on their spears.
Tragic. And Flame Skull's got their fancy rolls, so I think they ignore that. So I think that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. So that's everybody else that's left. Actually, we should count up. You guys don't have any units off the field, right? Can
No.
you count up how many you have total?
Are we including Via Punch?
Yes. So that'd be plus
14 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 19 units?
well, the pike and shot are tier
19.
3.
Oh, well, 19 units. I don't know what tiers they all are.
At least 19. Let's see. Let me count up their guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, we have like 20 something.
Like 22.
Yeah.
Like 20, I think 24
Yeah.
because the skulls are 3.
Yeah. So oh wait, 11, because the emissaries are still in the fight.
Yeah, we're still at like 22, 24, somewhere in there.
Well, that's important because if it's 23 or above, you just won the fight.
I think it is because it's all right. So we have in total like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not counting the illusions. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We have 18 baseline. 19 for the Swamp Hunters. Oh no, wait, no. Are the Swamp Hunters
22.
tier 2 or is it level
Yeah.
2?
Tier 2.
The Swamp Punchers are tier 2.
Okay, so for that, so 19 for that, 20 for the ghouls, and then 22 for the skulls.
Okay.
And
yeah.
is the Headless Hunt
The
tier
Headless
2?
Hunt is also tier 2. Yeah.
So
That's 23.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So they call for the retreat then.
Oh, we're not letting what?
But
That's
they
why we
can't.
pincered them.
Yeah, but they can't
No
retreat.
quarter.
So I guess they have to fight to the death.
No quarter.
That or they want
Now,
to
if you want
They
to
surrender.
can
give them all one
surrender.
casualty for that,
Yeah, they can surrender, but we're not letting them retreat.
Okay.
How's the retreating work in this? Do they roll and just leave, or do they have to like back off the
Yeah,
field?
it's a command test, and if they succeed, they can leave, and if they fail, they take a casualty.
Exceeded
they
on my
can try to
test,
leave.
I leave.
Yeah.
They
But
can try to leave. They can move their max speed to the edge of the field, and then get shredded by our artillery.
retreat.
Ah!
DC 8 command test. So I'm gonna have them each make a command test, and if they fail, they'll surrender. Not that I think very many of them will, but we'll see. Okay, they don't surrender. They barely hold it together.
It was the
The
78
stormtroopers surrender.
Elijah, looks like
Um,
you got some boys.
Damn right I do.
Well, we'll discuss what to do with the prisoners.
okay. So the stormtroopers surrender. Um, they don't surrender. The
Well,
emissaries
was it the
I would
emissary
imagine the
surrender?
emissaries
do
have.
not
Yeah.
surrender.
Okay.
And then the last, they don't surrender. So just the stormtroopers surrender.
Whoa.
That's
You know what I'm
Did we celebrate
envisioning?
the Wood
that's
Elder
really not
River?
what I would have expected, but I mean that's what the dice say, so I
I-
feel like I gotta go with it.
Does
I
that-
I'm
kind of am interested to see where this goes.
I'm personally imagining that these are stormtroopers who have been on the ass end of so many assignments that they were finally just sort of they know
Iron
better than
Warriors of
others.
Alvarez.
There is
Elijah
no
knows how that
promised
feels.
land. They're just like, no.
Elijah knows exactly how that feels.
Dude, they're the Iron Warriors. They get sent on the worst jobs. They get ground down. They suffer terrible attrition every time. There's like, dude, I'm sick of this. They're the Russians, I guess, also works. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the kind of moment that I like about D&D, where it's like the dice say this weird thing happens. I wouldn't have rolled if I didn't think that it could
I
be a
only became a
possibility.
vampire because my dad indentured me into the Alvarez Empire.
Right? It's the undead only automatically pass morale checks, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you called it a command test. I would have. Yeah.
No, it is command
Yeah.
to retreat. It is a command test.
Let me double check because it might also be.
Flame Skulls and the Headless Hunt have a
Yeah.
command test to retreat. And it's DC 8.
Yeah, that's standard.
Yeah, so they have the retreat skill and they
Yeah.
are not retreating.
Automatic
So.
succeed a morale test cannot be diminished, but nothing else about commands. Weird.
Cool.
Huh.
Also, the parting shots would like basically kill them.
I
so.
guess also because the whole thing about a command test is it's not like command or like it's command to control to keep them to do what you want them to do. So you can still fail to control undead. Like that's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it makes sense. Yeah. I guess.
Well,
Maybe I
anyways, we
should
got
have.
some killing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
Well,
anything
they're
else
gonna.
negative going to happen to the people that stay?
I mean, they're gonna try and attack. So the Vengeful Dead are gonna get an attack thrown at them.
Oh, they actually
My
are.
boys.
So
Oh, okay.
I guess a
Well,
casualty.
to make it through it.
The Black Bandanas are also gonna get, I think, 2 attacks thrown at them.
Do they have disadvantage?
Yes.
No,
What?
it's just we have advantage on
No, you have
attacking them.
advantage to attack them. Yeah.
Miss.
Does a okay.
Miss.
All right. let's see. And then these guys are going to attack the demi-humans like that.
Don't forget your
Uh,
+2 to defense.
You can't make this stuff up.
Does a 14 hit the demi-humans?
And they have different bonuses too, so it's different dice.
Their defense is only 10 natively, so yes.
Okay. So we'll roll power.
That probably misses.
Did Rack just die? Is that what's happening
Their
here?
toughness is 16.
I don't know any of this. Like, I don't
They
know
have a
what
character
their stat-
sheet.
But yes, their toughness is higher, so power does not succeed.
Okay, so just
Defense
one
10.
casualty.
Yeah.
Yes. So the attack hit them, and then the power failed. So just one casualty inflicted on them.
Okay.
They're doing great.
Hey, they came back from the brink of death.
Yeah,
That wand of healing really helped.
and it's about to
Okay.
help again.
And then
Yeah, if
about
you want
the
to analog rack, it's kind of like how the Warhammer stuff works. It's like attacks and then wounds.
yeah.
No, I
Uh,
get that. I just didn't know they had a character sheet, so that's fine.
the Wraith Tribal Warriors are missed by the militia company. And that is all the forces they have left at their disposal. So that puts us at Aerith's turn. I think the
Aerith, heal
Dragonborn
my
needs some help.
Dragonborn, please.
Yes.
Is it
And
just
go ahead.
two?
heal.
It's a D4 for this
Oh.
battle.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a D4.
Kalandi is an ascension.
Oh, wow.
That's why
Elandi
they.
favors you.
Absolutely
Aerith?
just.
Your field hospital is doing wonderful.
Listen, she got so distraught by losing
Never again.
the orcs. She is literally never again. She's prayed to
Yeah.
Kealandi. She is here. I'm ready to go.
One unit, arguably the most impactful unit in this thing.
Right? Aerith single-handedly holding the line.
Vagabond contributing the fuck out of laying on that couch.
Listen, naps are important.
Oh god, this is great.
And some intense triage down here.
So that puts us at Minx's turn.
All right. They won't have advantage, but the Marines are going to try to launch back into this.
I mean, oh yeah, the other guys aren't Marines, they're chain breakers. So
I think that's a hit.
That is a hit, yeah.
Oh, but not a power.
Yeah, no.
Okay. And
That
then
does put them at 1 health, though, right?
It does put them at 1 health.
You could just let the fire handle that.
Fire.
well, what else are you going to do
Well,
with the
the
chain
fire-
breakers?
The fire could go out.
yes, so I think the chain breakers are going to go in for the kill. But they are going to not get it.
Nope.
All right. The black bandanas. Oh, they are going to finally hit the aspirants
Yep.
and possibly power through.
I believe so. Yeah, got it on the nose. So,
All right.
How much damage do they do?
From what I understand, it's just the 2.
Oh, check their character sheet.
Because I thought that was only against artillery.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
they
no,
only do
you're
1
right.
damage
Opposed
each.
infantry or artillery, but not siege weapons. That unit is disoriented.
Oh, can either take it in action or move, but not both.
Yeah.
Okay, so they take 2, and they are disoriented.
Mm-hmm. That's all my guys.
Okay. Let's see. So now it is the red dots. So let's go ahead and roll for the fire to see if it goes out. So starting with the top left and going around clockwise again. That one actually, the one that you wanted to stay,
Hilarious.
stays.
Kealandi is with us!
He really is.
That's incredible.
Listen, once
dice-
again, naps are important.
What's that
Gelandi agrees.
thing that I think it was Brendan Lee Mulligan was talking about how about the dice are collaborators.
Yeah.
They certainly are collaborating with you guys. That's an incredible story. So the fire
really are.
catches and burns the emissaries of creation to ash.
Yay.
That unit's broken and incinerated. There is no survivors.
We're gonna have so much
no survivors.
propaganda from this fight.
They're trying to escape. The Dragonborn are on two sides, just hemming them into a burning building, and as they shut the door, they just breathe more fire on it.
Just,
That
just
seems about as likely as
Poor
anything else.
choices.
just for
An overabundance
flavor.
of bees in the workplace. Nothing a shit ton more bees can't solve.
No more people. Aerith is in full, not even in her armor since she's in the rear. Like she is in that full Keelandi dress.
We're about
with
to
the
not be in the
breastplate.
weir and fighting the angel who descended, so just
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to plunge into the flames and fight
Oh,
the
yes,
angel
that's
next
true.
week.
just
So
don't nerf your AC
Oh.
before that, please. No,
I forgot that he was just like, "Peace out, bye, homies."
he's gonna
He
try.
really just.
Gonna clip his
That's
wings.
true. Well, like a chicken.
Yeah. Anyways, that was the fire.
yeah, well, I mean, the only unit that could go is dead, so
Oh,
it's now
shock.
Jacques' turn.
All right. Well, the field laborers are going to immediately turn on the army, on the group in front of them, and attack.
Nope.
Damn.
They finally roll
well.
low. But the Tempest Rovers are going to assist them and shoot at that same group.
Haha.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So just one.
All right.
They
And
still
they're going to
diminished.
fire again
Oh no, they fired at the
Yep.
same at the middle group in front of the. They
in
fired
front
at these
of
guys.
The
the
vampires,
demi-human.
not the militia.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
correct. They're shooting at the army in front of the demi-human.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
the
so
second attack, 19,
yep, that's a hit.
and 19 power.
Yep.
There's
Gonna
a
need
lot
that
of
morale, see
weird
if they break.
numbers.
Well, they're undead, remember, so they don't, because they're
Ah.
vampires. So they hang on.
Well, this must be attacking at night, right? Or those guys have the fancy armor.
They have fancy armor.
They have really
Yeah.
wide-brimmed
Oh, we
hats.
almost caught it a technicality.
It's the hats.
It's the hats.
The
Yeah.
The
hats,
hats.
yeah.
Well, no, these are the special excellent vampires.
That's what all of them are.
Can't you tell by their artwork?
I mean,
Okay.
you mean the artwork that Thur's been using ever since we made these?
I know.
Okay. Off to the Villa of Launch.
Okay. So then Mayor Blanchard's turn.
Blanchard's battle cry is, "Get my children back, damn it!"
Let's see. So this guy, I guess he can attack with everybody. So we'll do. Actually, we'll have the Pike and Shot Company here is going to move in and attack the aspirants. I think that's 2 hits. Aspirants. 16, 16. Yes. They get 2 attacks. So we'll do it again. But they'll miss the second one. So they'll just do 2 damage. So they have to make a morale check, which they succeed. Then the militia company is going to attack with advantage. Doesn't need it. For 1 more. Let's see. And then the arquebusiers in the back are going to finish them off. And this guy is going to march in and attack the other militia company. And I believe he's going to miss.
Doesn't
With
get
advantage?
advantage.
No, he's not.
Nope, he's going to hit. All right, for 2 more. And then the cavalry, they will attempt to attack and
Morale?
finish them off.
Did we not do a... Well, I guess they were
Didn't they already do a
diminished.
morale?
Yeah.
They're already diminished, yeah.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit them? Yes, it does. Okay. So finally, the Outriders come in and finish them off after having not done anything this whole battle.
They didn't attack us.
Hey, they don't. I think the Outriders dealt 1 damage.
Now it's Elijah's turn to finish off the
Okay.
last couple of units.
Outriders out
we're
here
gonna-
being cool centaurs or something.
We're gonna work on that far left.
Okay. That's a hit. Power fails though. So just -1.
15 to hit.
15 hits it on the nose. I think their toughness is 14.
Basically, just
So just 2.
effectively that happens. Okay. So they are diminished now, though, right? Because they already
Yes.
had 1.
Yep.
So
Some morale. They're fine.
okay. Artillery's gonna take a swing at them.
Well, they're firing wrong if they're taking a swing at them.
17.
Yep, that's a hit.
Damn. And then my final unit will be the Rebel Longmowin.
That's a hit. Okay.
Ugh, no power hits today.
Down to 1. If this was the old rules, you would have dealt no damage.
Yep.
Which is why they changed them.
Yep. That's exactly why they changed them.
Well, that's all 4 attacks, right?
I believe so.
2, 3, 4, yeah. Cool, that's me.
Okay. Persistence.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's
here.
why I didn't attack that other group.
These guys out of the way.
The Vengeful Dead is going to make their attack. Nope. The Wraith Tribe people are going to step up and make their attack. Nope. And the Ghouls are going to come over and make their attack with advantage. Oh, yes.
All right, the ghouls finish them off.
I like that either one of those could have done it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I focused guy on the left. I knew you'd handle the one on the right.
Oh, yeah.
Overwhelming prejudice. Now it's up to 10 of us to handle it.
Have
Yeah,
all
I
the
mean,
flame skulls attack the demi-human field laborers. Annihilate.
It was Noctum that was going to betray us. The mayor was on our side the whole... No. So you want to make that story?
Hilarious.
I will
anyways.
kill these filthy demi-humans.
Are you going to do the magic missile or are you going to do 4 attacks?
He already did magic missile. So
he did both magic missiles
It's a
already, so-
it's one battle use. I mean they can get across the field faster, so can't I think logistically flame skulls attack first.
That's a hit. Yeah, you just blast them.
Full power test. Put a fire block there. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, there isn't anything to burn, so just
Body.
then you guys can pretty easily put out the fire.
Alright.
Just fireball stuff. Whoosh.
We didn't even suffer any
And then the field hospital people. Units on the battlefield
Fireball
with
down.
battle ends grants up to 2 of our units advantage on the morale text to execute the rally maneuver.
Yeah, so I don't think any of your units broke, so
Nope.
No,
That-
No,
none of
doesn't-
them
I
did.
don't think it matters.
Yolandi be blessed.
So the thing is, do you think that we, if we leave the levies behind, did we, for the rest of our units, like, they're healthy enough, persistence would push, it's like, get, clean up the battlefield, get the wounded, get the prisoners into, the dungeon stuff, leave the levies here, but all the rest of our forces immediately turn on Bateau. They will not be expecting it. Our forces are still at near full strength. We can strike them while the iron's hot.
I
Sir?
agree. Onwards.
Yeah, I'm for that. We took very little injury.
Do we know what the situation for the defenses of Bateau are?
honestly, I think that I fast forwarded it because I didn't want to, like, before this battle to go into the other one. But we know shit tons about Bateau. Like, we've got people on
We
the
have an inside
inside.
man.
We've been there. He used to, Jacques used to control the city and its defenses. Like, Thur, correct
We
me.
might have
I
to
know we
we
didn't,
might have to take some time off to like make a battering ram or something. I don't know
yeah.
if that's needed,
Mhm.
but you know.
And
But
heal our troops up
and
a little bit.
it's also it's 10-10, so I think we're done anyways. But Thur, I think that narratively speaking, I don't think we would
Mhm.
slow down.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
And
No, that makes sense. I think, let me look. I'm trying to see how quickly your units regenerate casualties. I think it's one each week after a battle,
I mean, after
or
the
is it each
healing,
day?
technically my units would all only need a week to be
like
at full strength.
the un
All of our units would only need a week. We only have
yeah,
one casualty anywhere except for
and
the
and
people from
and we technically at the end of the round we
launch.
get one more healing on the Dragonborn. The issue is that I don't think we'd be able to keep our levies just by the way that the
Mhm.
rules of combat go. The undead, honestly, they should just be automatically replenished. The only real like thing that's even near very hurt is the militia, the via
Via
planche
launch.
militia people. So we can leave them back and just like, hey, we're going to siege this city. Your kids are still here. We're still leaving a lot of our forces here. You can leave this one unit to help guard the city. The rest of your
Mhm.
guys are coming with us.
And that one unit can sit at the hospital.
Yeah.
That we, Aerith aptly provided.
Yep. So
Okay.
I think that would be how he's getting the mayor to go with him. So
Mhm.
I think the only thing Noctum would be concerned about is his bell, but he's waited long
yeah,
enough.
we still also need
Put
to
that off.
do the
Corporate Hill.
fight against Gerard. So we're actually getting a bit
Yeah.
ahead. But I also want to give Thur something to plan for next session. So that's what
Well, next session is the
persistence.
fight against Gerard.
But
But
I mean like the what to do post
yeah.
battle. It's immediately going to
Yeah.
that. So
Okay. Yeah, I think if you guys
And then
you can
after
spend a
that, we're going
week
for the bell. If we didn't already get
uh
the bell.
you can spend a week with your units just recovering uh that getting them back up to full, and then you can also spend that week like building in like some kind of siege unit, like artillery. Like you could potentially salvage the cannons that they just brought against you. For that would be what I would suggest.
oh sweet,
I
yeah,
guess.
okay, yeah, that sounds. I like that.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan.
By the way, our boss, he doesn't have a
Hmm.
character sheet yet. How does that
Uh,
work?
no, I haven't made it yet. I need to
Okay.
make it still. Uh, so I've got a big list of things to do.
Yeah.
Well, we fucking. I knew it was going to be just because we had planned so much. I knew it was going to be a route, but that was ridiculous.
Yeah, we prepared capital P
Yeah.
My
for that fight.
boy, oh boy, is the demi-humans, man.
The
Yeah, you
They're
also
demi-humans,
rolled pretty hot.
yeah, the demi and like nuking the angels, like with
That was
nuking
so
the
Yeah.
funny.
cavalry and the angels, and like I was that the same
Turn
turn
one.
that
Yeah.
First
we
turn.
took care of their. We stole one of their cavalry. We took care of one of them. We took care of the other two. Like that's the biggest thing about this system seems to be. Well, the artillery and the cavalry and the aerial people have a lot more freedom of who to attack. The infantry just stays there as defense. We declawed them immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because I one turned the aerial and Cell one turned the cavalry.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
and
only
then
the only spot where you had trouble was against the emissaries because they're like the hardest hitting infantry unit they had,
yeah. And even
and
then, they moved themselves into a position where we flanked them, and then they burned in
yeah,
fire. So
they just didn't have anybody to back them up.
yeah, that's their fault. So
Yeah. They broke
Well,
one
we'll
part
have
of the
to
line,
look at the
not the whole line.
1.1 book to see if the scroll evolution got nerfed.
that's I don't think it did. Uh,
Yeah, someone should pin that
That's
to the
right.
chat and unpin the old one so we can all look at the new one.
Yeah, Lev, can I
It's
delegate that
it's
to you?
definitely hey, use this on the high tier units thing.
No, it's the same. So,
All right.
but yeah, I'll pin the new one. All right,
Okay,
we good?
thank you.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be using that for a long time because the one in acid's fine, but when you have like powerful big boy units, it's like,
Thank you, sir. That fight was a blast.
Yeah, that was
Good.
great.
Indeed, quite a lot of fun.